Good afternoon, everyone. Hey guys, this is Bruce Marshall from Simpler Trading with the nightly market update for Wednesday, August the 25th. So happy Wednesday, happy hump day. Hope everybody's having a great week. Crazy day today, another crazy day. Rip higher, higher, higher. That's what we've been seeing. This pattern just keeps on repeating itself. And I know you will be shocked, but we hit another new all-time high. This is the ES. We did the NASDAQ as well, if I'm not mistaken. Just higher, higher, higher. And we have come up against, again, this is ES, it's 44.98, so we're at 4,500. SPX is in the same place. Let me show you this. If we convert this to SPX, 4501.71. So I reached up there and tagged it today and then faded into the end. If you were in the main room today, I set up a trade here to tag this 4500 and then fade. And depending on where you bought it, that could have been a really nice trade for you. Because I was thinking that we may do something like this. I was mirroring today based on new all-time high here, new all-time high here, fade, rally back, take that high out, new all-time high, and then, sell off into the end. There was the new all-time high after this one, and then we fell, and then we rallied, took it out, new all-time high, and huge psychological number, 4,500, and then we fade into the close, and that's what happened. So congratulations if you were in the main room and you did get that. It was a little dicey, but we were able to scalp that thing quite a few times, several times, as it was going up and down. But that's not for the faint of heart, and that's not what we normally do. But when the opportunity arises, it's good to kind of be there and see those things. But let's look at this. We'll take the SPX. Well, actually, let me put back on the ES because it's easier to look at the ES as far as levels. So let's take this thing and go to a 5-day chart. We'll start here. Just kind of get a feel for the market. As you can see right here, this is only Wednesday, but Monday, this is last week when we plunged, as the media says, we free falling, we plunged down to here, and last Thursday, it didn't matter, right back up, right back up, right back up, right back up, new all-time high. So we've kind of, you see these levels here, skyline here. We kind of hung around this one for a while. Now we're hanging around this one, and we'll go up to the next one, and we'll hang around up there if we get over this 4,500. And that is to me, is kind of a pivotal area. Let's look, and I'll show you why. Let's get back out here to a 20-day chart, and as you can see here, I mean, we've got this is a pretty meaningful sell-off last week on Thursday. Or actually started Wednesday. I mean, that's a long way down. See, we came up, just tagged skyline down there. You see these lines hold in a lot of cases. Came down from 44.74 to 43.47. What is that, 130 something points? And then boom, just right back up, immediately right back up. So that's what's been happening. If you've seen any of the videos I've done, we've talked over and over about this, and I'll show you what I mean. That these sell-offs have been, and this one's exactly the same. This, straight flush down, even that one. We get a straight flush down, big red day, big green day, big red day, big green day, big red day, big green day. Work our way back up. That's happened over and over and over again, and this pattern has been very predictable. Now, once a pattern is very predictable, it tends to change, and we've had this grind now for about 8 months where it's done the exact same thing, and we just keep going higher, higher, higher. So where do I think we're going? I think we're going right up there. That snow line, 45.38. This is ES. And if we can clear that, you see this snow line? This is snow line. If we clear this snow line here, the first time we came up and we did actually kind of breach it slightly, and then we had a pretty good fall. Then we came back up, took it out. Once you're on this side of it, this now acts as support. As you can see, we came down, touched that, and we bounced back up. So what will happen, I think we come up here and hit this thing and don't get through it the first time. Maybe we fall a long way. I don't know. But more likely we fall and do one of these reversals and this thing keeps going, which is a little mind-blowing that we're at the levels we are with all of the problems in the world and the economy, and people are laid off work, and looming lockdowns. I think more of that's coming, honestly, unfortunately. Not good for small businesses and so forth, but we have to be aware of the potential that happen. But we just keep going higher and higher and higher. So as long as we are still, I mean, if you look at this, that is still a totally bullish chart. There's nothing at all other than the numerical number we are. There's nothing wrong with this chart, right? I don't see a reason we're going to roll over and die here. I just don't see it. We can look at the same thing on the NASDAQ. Where are you? Right there. NASDAQ, look at that new all-time high. Again, if we look at this, these levels, I mean, are even probably more dramatic here, more vertical. But big tech's leading again, all that kind of stuff. That'll change at some point, and we'll get a big pullback, and we'll maybe get into something like this where we kind of sputter around for a while. This is a 1-year chart, so this happened twice in a year. So maybe we get up here and kind of chop around, or maybe even pull back down here to our tree line there or something like that. But for now, I'm not seeing it, so don't try to get short on this thing. Now I am scalping it to the downside, just like that little trade today, but that's like for a couple of hours or something. I'm not setting things yet to be like a black swan or something like that until we see some kind of change in the direction. And of course that can happen anytime, but for now, again, everything still looks bullish and still looks good to the upside. So I want to talk about the the S&P, the ES, and the NQ. Those are our primary drivers of the overall market. And for now, expect the flush pullback at any time. But if it does, just like I've been doing, and like we all talk about, we'll buy the dip, and we'll just keep doing that until it doesn't work anymore. Just be careful, with your sizing and all that kind of stuff. Don't get too weighted on one side or the other. And we'll just keep going day by day on this and see what we can get, because there's no other way to play it at this point. This is all that we have to do, is look at this chart and go, is this bullish or bearish? It's bullish. Okay, that's what I need to know. And keep looking at the next level, and if we can hit it and take it out, we look at the next level, and we just keep going until it proves us wrong, and it will. But again, it's not right now. I don't see it right now. So that is what I've got for us right now. I don't have any specific individual names, because everything across the board looks pretty extended to me. Again, I'm being very cautious. I don't really have a lot of trades on. I'm doing more scalping and really trading than trying to hold things. My average hold time historically has been 30, 45 days, and now I'm into hours and days instead of months. So that's what I've got. But I hope that helps. Hope it makes sense and kind of put some things in perspective. Again, I'm not a huge buyer up here. I'm a buyer on the dips, and I think this might be the level we do get a little pullback, but don't expect much yet. So that's what I've got. Hope it makes sense. I will see you guys in the room, the bias room, or the main room if you're there, and we'll try to keep on plugging away and make some more money. So thanks for the time. I appreciate it, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.
Without simpler trading, I could not have financial independence.
This is one of the best investments I ever made in my life.
It's helping me find consistency. It's one of the things that won me